What is happening, all my home buyers and home shoppers out there? If you're looking to buy new construction here in the Austin area, then you've come to the right place. My name is Omar Pineda with eXp Realty, your Austin realtor, and today we are looking at Ashton Woods Homes in Liberty Hill in a brand new community called Lariat. Now, let's talk incentives. Is right now a good time to buy with these incentives that they're offering? And that is 100% a resounding yes, because buyer demand. Oh, look, someone left it open. Because buyer demand is so slow, these builders are offering a little bit more than they normally would with these incentives. I'm filming this January 31st, 2024. And between now and probably the next 30 to 60 days, it's going to be critical. I hope this video catches you in that time frame, because that's probably when these incentives are going to be hot and ready. Because come summertime, when buyer activity picks up, these incentives are either going to go away or there's going to be just less money to be had. So this home that we're looking at is starting in the low 300s to the low 400s, so $300,000 to $400,000 range. So if you're looking at that from a household income perspective, you're going to need to make $100,000 to $130,000 respectively to be able to afford this kind of home. Now, I would not let that stop you, because with these incentives, we could use some of that flex cash to buy down the interest rate, to increase your purchasing power. And that's the beauty of these incentives. That's the beauty of buying new construction, because very little else could you be able to buy a home and have the builder give you cash to help buy down the interest rate, to help pay for closing costs, to help pay for some of the home upgrades. I mean, you could use that's why we call it flex cash, because you could use it however you need it, so we can make sure that we get you to the home that you want, and you're using that money that benefits you the best way for your needs. Now, a great question I get asked all the time is like, hey, I'm buying a new home. I'm buying real estate here in the Austin area. I want to make sure I'm buying in an area that I know I'm going to see a good return on my investment. I get it. And let me tell you, I did the homework for you. When I ran my analysis between 2018 and 2023 in this zip code, we had almost a 20% increase in home appreciation. Anything in the double digits in real estate is a great indicator for to have a return on your investment, to see your money grow. Now, one thing I'll let you know is that because I've been in Liberty Hill so many times, that there's so much development going on right now, not just on the residential side, but on the commercial side as well. And when developers are building so much, that means they have enough confidence in the area that they're going to see continued growth. And that should give you confidence as a home buyer that, hey, I'm buying in a good area. If these residential developers are continuing to pump money into Liberty Hill. Now, with that being said, this community, Lariat, is so new. They just barely broke ground late last year. Is that they have so many plots available. So if you really want to buy a home at the end of a cul-de-sac, maybe on a corner lot, or maybe you want to buy a home that has no neighbors in your backyard, this would be a community that you should consider, because they have all those options available to you. Now, some of the amenities include a watering hole, a pool complex, a splash pad, a playground, an on-site dock, and fishing pond. That's a new one for me. I don't see that very often, so that's super cool that you're going to have an on-site place to fish. Future trails, so think bike riding, think walking in nature, sport courts, future dog and pocket parks. So if you look at the map they have of what it's going to look like when it's all said and done, this is going to be a beautifully master plan community where they're going to have nature kind of embedded with the community. So you're going to have that access. You can walk outside. You can fish outside. You're going to have all those amenities at your disposal. And that's going to be really a beautiful thing, because right now you're getting in on the ground floor when homes are in the low 400s, like 300 price range. That's a great starting point for people, especially now with these incentives. So with these incentives, I really want to say this. These incentives will not last. They can go away at any time, because when enough people scoop up these incentives, they go away. They go away, and if they come back, they're probably not going to come back as plentiful. And right now, I'm filming this January 31st, 2024. I'm forecasting the next 30 to 60 days is going to be your window of opportunity to take advantage of these incentives. If you're watching this video and it's already past that time frame, still give me a shout, because we can still figure out what incentives we can get you. But you want to think of it this way: when it comes to new construction, when your window of opportunity happens when buyer activity is low, when buyer demand is low, that's when you want to come visit a builder, or you want to contact me so we can go visit the builder together, the incentives that they're offering, and we can ask better questions. So typically when summertime rolls around, that's always when more buyer activity increases. There's more home shoppers looking around, and when more closings are happening, that's when the builder takes these incentives off the table. So you want to think of it, you want to go when there's less foot traffic. And right now, between January and probably till like the end of March, is what is going to be your window of opportunity. So your very next step is going to be to give me a call. Let's schedule a one-on-one consultation. We can do it virtually. We can do it in person if you're in the Austin area. That way we can come up with the game plan and find the right builder that meets your criteria for what the kind of home you want. And that way we can score these amazing incentives. So you don't have to wait for the interest rate to drop, people. That's the beauty of it. The builder will help you do that today, if you pre-qualify with their in-house lender. Now, let's see. Before I wrap things up, any final thoughts that I want to say? No, that was it. We talked about the buyer incentives. We talked about home appreciation. We talked about buying sooner rather than later to take advantage of these incentives. So it'll behoove you to reach out to me. That way we can show our intent. That way the sales managers know, like, hey, I have an interested party. That way we can not slip through the cracks and not take advantage of these incentives, so you don't feel like you missed out again because you didn't get a chance, because you're watching this like later in the year, or because you're just waiting for interest rates to drop. I'm telling you, these builders are willing to help with that right now. So give me a call. Let's schedule a one-on-one. My name is Omar Pineda, your Austin realtor with eXp Realty. I specialize in new construction. I keep up to date with all these incentives. I have amazing relationships with all the salespeople. So that way we go in there ready, and we go there with intent, and we go there ready to make a deal, so we can get you as much money as humanly possible, get you a killer interest rate, get you a killer home that checks all your boxes, and into a community like this with all these awesome amenities. Okay, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Until next time.